Hey there everybody, it's Blake1Studios here, and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft Seeds Showcase video. The series where I show you guys some awesome Minecraft seeds for you to use on your Minecraft world. Now before I get started, I want to give a quick shout out to Mark Tarafa for being the first commenter on my last video. If you want a shout out in my next video, make sure you ring that notification bell and join the notification squad to be notified every single time I upload. But with that out of the way, let's get started with today's absolutely incredible seed. Now, recently I was starting a single-player survival world, and I thought it'd be really cool to go ahead and type in my Minecraft username into the seed box and just see what I find. I really wasn't expecting much, I just wanted a seed that I could just easily remember. But it turns out I was pretty surprised by what I found. I immediately spawned next to a blacksmith, and I thought that was really cool. I walked inside thinking, maybe I'll find some iron armor, but instead I was greeted by some pretty cool loot. 4 diamonds, as well as 12 obsidian, which should be enough to make a portal, and literally just seconds after you spawn, you get 4 diamonds. Typically, I spend hours on my single player worlds trying to locate even just a couple of diamonds, but this seed just gives it to you. Okay, so this Blake1Studios seed has some pretty cool loot at the beginning, but what else did it exactly have to offer? Because obviously you need a little bit more than that to warrant a seed showcase video. Well, I decided to take a peek using a mist, and I mapped out my journey across the world, writing down all of the loot that I found within 1,500 blocks from spawn, and the results were quite impressive. Turns out that by taking a journey to the north, you can find plenty of armor, some enchanted books, a notch apple, and 6 more diamonds. Within your first 30 minutes of playing, you can collect a ton of loot and kickstart your game with a total of 10 diamonds. All of that without entering a single cave. If you happen to check out this Minecraft 1.12.2 seed, here's a quick summary of where to go to get all of the loot that is relatively close to spawn. Alright, so once you have spawned, go ahead and work your way on over to the Blacksmith, collect your 4 diamonds, 12 obsidian, the iron armor, and of course the 2 bread. You're going to need the bread because it's going to be a long journey, but go ahead and work your way to the northwest a tad. Go ahead and pass through that roofed forest, the plains, and the swamp biomes. And you're going to go ahead and start looking for a desert. Once you've reached that desert, locate the desert temple, which should be really easy to find. This is probably like one of the easiest desert temples to find, because it's not buried at all. Go ahead and head on in there. Now, this desert temple doesn't have anything extremely exciting. It has some iron, it has some saddles, it has a punch 2 book and a sharpness 2 book. And you'll notice I am collecting everything out of the chest, including the junk items. That's just so that I can show you guys just how many items I got just by playing through this world for about 30 minutes. Alright, so now go ahead and work your way on over to the northwest a tad. You're going to want to go around that extreme hills biome just because it's kind of hard to get through. You can see I sort of used the swamp to get around it. Just follow the outskirts of it, and then you'll go ahead and work your way on over to your next stop, which is going to be a village. So you can see I sort of followed the outskirts a bit, worked my way on over to this plains biome, and here we have our next village. This one has an iron chestplate and an iron pickaxe, so it's pretty cool that you can get an iron pickaxe without actually having to do any iron mining at all. So now go ahead and work your way on over to the east a bit, northeast sort of, and you're going to see a village. Now go ahead and pass by that village. There isn't any blacksmith there. We're looking for a different village, which is going to be a regular village. So just follow the ocean and you'll work your way on over there eventually. Should be right over by that hill. So once you've made it to this village, go ahead and collect the loot. Now I do want to note that you can skip this village if you want. All it has is another iron pickaxe and just a bunch of iron and gold. So if you want to skip it, you can, because we're going to go back on over to that previous village that we saw and skipped, and we're going to skip by it again, and this time keep following the ocean but go the other way. So you can see I sort of went a little funny route, but I'm still sort of following the ocean. Going to go around here, follow this desert biome, and we're going to go ahead and keep on going north until we see the next village, and then we're going to go to the west of that village. And immediately to that west, you'll see our next desert temple right on up here. Now this is where we start to collect some more diamonds again. Like I said earlier, this seed has a ton of diamonds, and this is where you're going to get your diamonds. So this desert temple has 3 diamonds, as well as some other loot. I believe it has an infinity book, I think a respiration book. Basically just has a bunch of books. So now we have 7 diamonds, and it's only been about 10 minutes of actual playing. So now go ahead and work your way on over to the next desert temple, which is going to be to the west, northwest a bit. Just keep on going around these desert hills, and you should see the next desert temple right on up ahead. Now this one is buried a little bit, so you'll need to keep your eye open. This one has 3 more diamonds and a bunch of more books. I believe it has something like 2 or 3 infinity books, so definitely want to get on here if you want to get some good bows. Once you're in, go ahead and pick up your diamonds, and now go ahead and notice that you have 10 diamonds, and you didn't do any mining at all, a bunch of books, and you didn't do any enchanting. Head on down to the south now, and I sort of went a funny route here, because I actually got a little bit lost, but it's going to be directly to the south or so is your next village, and this one has a blacksmith. Now there is something interesting about this village that I should mention, and that is that it has a skeleton mob spawner in it, literally right next to the well of the village. So you can see here as I approach the village, you'll go ahead and see as I pass on through it, I'm going to work my way on over to the blacksmith. There you saw the mob spawner. And now you have an iron sword as well. So you have an iron pick, 2 iron pickaxes, an iron sword, and finally we're going to go to our last stop, which is going to be one more desert temple. And actually, kind of cool thing to note here is that I've actually filled up my inventory. So I'm working my way on down around here, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up a notch apple. Now this desert temple is the hardest one to find, so you'll really want to keep your eye open for it. This one is going to be a little bit to the southwest, fairly close to the ocean. Go ahead and pick on up the loot. As you can see, my inventory got full just because I have so much stuff. Make sure you grab that notch apple though. You have 2 golden apples and a notch apple, all without doing any mining. 10 diamonds, there you have it. You've collected all your stuff. Congratulations. Anyways guys, that's all I've got for today's Siege Showcase video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to play on this world for yourself, just type Blake1Studios on into the seed box. I tested this out on Minecraft 1.12.2, but it should work on similar versions. Anyways guys, that's all I've got for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe before you go. But thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you all in my next Siege Showcase video. Thanks so much for watching.